My stream is live. We are here on another Maddox Monday. And today we're going to talk all about size. Size matters. We can see it now. Everybody can see okay in the chat. We're good there. Good. Wonderful. Wonderful. Let me make sure we're live in all the other places. Let's see. La 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 la. That looks live there. Yep. Sounds
Morning,
good.
Oma.
If you guys don't mind or want to tune into a stream, there's my live right there on Xenon. Oh, I can't add it. Terrace might be able to.
Yeah, I can send it via X. I don't know how many people actually even use Xenon.
There you go. Boom. Boom. All right. Well, I appreciate the follows if you do. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So what we're going to be talking about today, guys, is resolution, image size. Yes, today's topic is size. Because what you'll find, those of you who have been following along and learning Canva with us, will realize that one size does not fit all, right? You go and you take your 1920 by 1080 Twitter post and you try to jam it into a banner. You're gonna get it all cut in size. You take a banner for take your YouTube banner, take your X banner, and try and fit it into a Discord event. It doesn't work. It's just things get cut. I wanted to go over like safe space today. I wanted to go over it would be nice if we could make one image that works for everything. And even if we take an image and we try to, like, we have Canva Pro, let's say, and we go to resize it. Let's resize it to, I don't know. Let's try and resize it to, what is X banner? I think it's like, hang on, 1500 by 5. So we go custom. I have Pro, right? 1500 by 5. You're gonna take that, and it's gonna try to do its best, but there's always something you have to do to adjust it. So more than likely, like as we can see, we have all this white space. You can see my transparent filter over top of it, not quite making it all the way now. It fits size in the middle, but if I go and upload that, it's gonna look like garbage. And if I just simply take, the entire image and try and, fit it into place, it's going to be massively out of, right? Not going to fit. So, whoop, we can try this. I mean, it's not going to make sense until you make it work. So the resize image, even if you go and buy the Pro, it's not going to help you if you don't know what you're doing there. But one example I wanted to use, which is actually a really good one, is YouTube's banner uploader. So YouTube has this really cool, let me see if I can just pull it up as a, let me go here, let me go there, copy, I have it in, yeah, I was looking at some banner images here. There's tons of YouTube videos on this, but if you go into YouTube and you check out your banner art on your account, you're going to find that they do a really good job of showing the difference between, they'll take one image and they don't give you the option to like put different, they because it's viewable on so many different devices, they can't use the same image resolution for all three. So they give you, they show you the safe areas. They show you the margins of the different platforms that your banner is going to be presented on. And today for our demo, I was going to grab, sheesh. Today, for today's demo, I'm going to grab Blue Mojo's logos and stuff, and I'm going to make him a new YouTube banner. So hopefully he's been sending, if he's watching it, he's sending me some logos to play around with. But we'll do that for today's demo. But yeah, so as you can see, like, I don't know many people that are sitting there and watching. I watch YouTube on TV sometimes, but usually I just go straight to the video and who cares. But it'll show you that, out of this is not 1920 by 1080. This is actually 2560 by 1440 is the resolution size. It's slightly different. It's a 16 by 9 aspect ratio, so that's the important piece there for the full view. Then on desktop, you're only going to see this little sliver in the middle, this middle section here. All of the upper and lower sections are cut, and you don't get to see any of that. And then on a device, on like all devices, being like your phone, usually tablets, stuff like that, mobile devices, you're going to only catch this little bit in the middle. This is what we call the safe area of the image. Now, if you go to Canva, which we use a lot, and you try to find a YouTube banner template, I want to go over how these don't work first. Let's go to templates, YouTube banner. So they'll say create your YouTube banner now. Like you can just take one of these templates and you can adjust it if you have Pro. So I can look at these really quick and say that like this one won't work, this one won't work, this one won't work, this one won't work, this one might work, this one should work, might work, probably not. Cut off some of that. You got to think about this safe space, right? This is going to get cut right here. This is going to cut the N and the A. You're just going to say Manda John. Olivia Johnson's mouth might make, like her chin might make it into the safe space. This one's perfect. I like this one a lot. It's a big image, right? It's almost 3 images in one, right? It's just how they split it up, and it looks really nice. But you got to think about it like that. You're not going to have as much TV audience for YouTube banners, but if somebody were to stumble upon your banner on a television, we want to think about them too. And so that's what they kind of did. They did a really good job of splitting it off. I'll kind of keep that one as an idea. This one is a great example, but I think it's too long. Margarita Perez. I think the hardest part for me in all of this is that when you have only the tiniest bit of safe space for all devices, or all mobile devices, it's really hard to create a large image when it because naturally your brain goes, that's not in scale, that's not in perspective, because you've got this giant image and just only this tiny little window to work in, right? If you see all the empty space, it doesn't feel right when you have these large pieces of text or your picture or whatever, because typically you'd be building it to the scale of the resolution of the whole image. But in this, you have to almost think about it like it's 3 different images. So it is going to feel off and not like what we've been teaching, but it is important that we know the differences between the sections, right? So try and turn your brain off for like what makes sense typically, and then try and focus in on this middle section. And then for the extra sections, or the sections on the left and right and the top and bottom, we're going to think about ways to add flourishes and add extra bits to your main image. This one I think did it really, really well, because they've got all the action right in the middle. Okay, they used focus of the main large image, and they used different filters for the different sections. So the middle, let's look at this one. I think this is a really great example. So the middle of the image, let's now we're gonna go back to this when we open up the full, and hopefully give my friend Mojo some time to send me some stuff. Hopefully he's working on that. Nope. Come on, brother. Send me some media. I need your media kit right now. I'll do my best. All right, but let's throw some
Maddox asking people for stuff.
Oh no, I'm like,
now. I need it now.
Gimme. I'm doing you a fit. Yeah. So let's take this image and let's add some margins. So we're going to hit File. We're going to hit Settings, Show Rulers and Guides. I had to look these up a little bit. Wait, we have to make the rulers and guides. Hold on. Add guides. We're going to add we need 2 columns. We need 2 rows. Add guides. Nope. All right. We need a 2x3. Add guides. That's 3, 12. And we can do this. And then unlock my guide. Ugh, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Now, YouTube's going to do this nicely for you anyway. Let me see if I can add custom guide. File, settings, add guides. Bloop. Custom. So we need, let me think about this. Maybe it's 3 and 3? 3? 3. There we go. That'll work. Okay. Now I need to unlock the guide. And I need to move these. Now, we take this. We're going to drag this one on the left to 508. 508. We need another one to go to, oh, yeah, 2052. If you guys are following along with this, you're going to need a, well, you can hold on until we do the custom because we'll do it from scratch. I'm just trying to do it for this particular image. They already have the resolution set to a 16:9 ratio, which is 2560 and by 1440. All right, so then you're going to drag this one over to 2052, if it'll let me drag it to 2052. Come on, man. Why is it snapping there? Oh, because it's the edge of the image. Probably. Probably. Come on, give me a margin line. Why won't it let me mess with the line where I want it to go? Well, let's throw it really close to 252. A couple pixels is not going to make or break us, which is great. Whoop, let's move this one over here. It's fine. Just stay there. All right. And then this one. Okay, and then our horizontal lines, we're going to want those at 931 and 509. So 509, that's 504, and this one is, it should line up pretty good. 930, they have it at 936, that's fine. So I'll post these all, here we go. Whoop. Those are coming in the chat right now. And again, we'll show this on the, there you go. Did you? All right. Maybe I can make a template on this. This is not right. Hang on. Is it not looking good? So that, if that's the case, that's going to show up here. I don't like, Let's go to YouTube itself. Let's see what YouTube has. Actually, let's find one, and we're going to use it as a spacer. YouTube, banner, templates, boom, and images, and let's find usable area and safe space. This should, yes sir, what you got?
If you check out the well, when you're back on Canva, if you check out custom size, you can show them how to set the custom size that way too. Like
Yeah,
when you
this one
start a
I'm
new
doing
design.
it to a pre-made, so it's being funny with me, and the margins weren't letting me move, which is annoying.
Oh, it's a pain in the ass resizing stuff. Okay, that's weird.
50. That's where they said it should go, but that's all right. We'll check this out and we'll make it right, because this feels like it's off, because this would be much more even. So let's find, I was gonna just make a template through this. Watch this. Here we go. Take this, save image. Whoop. YouTube, safe, template. Boom. All right. And then we can take that image and actually drop it on top. Oop, not like that. Drop the image on top. I'm going to try something here. You know what? Let's do this instead. Let's do this instead. I will be making you a template. All right, so we're going to go to custom size. 2560, 1440, create new design. We're going to paste this template in there. Oh my goodness, stop that. Like this. Boop. 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 Do some lines. Tools, lines. Boop. Making this way harder than I need to. Put that there. That there. Make the color purple. Duplicate the line. Drag that one down. Do there. Cool. We're going to duplicate it again. Take this line. Rotate it 90 degrees. We're going to grab it and put it here. Boop. Duplicate that line. Grab that one. Put it here. Boop. Almost. Okay. Sweet. Then I'm going to remove the background. Boop. And then I'm going to... That's what we were looking for. That's all I was looking to do. We're going to do YouTube, save, banner, or save template, Maddox, share, download, transparent, download. Ta-da! Ta-da! There's your template right there. If you drop that, you have a template. All right, so we can take that and let's I don't know why the lines aren't working. Either way, we can actually just drop it on here. Drag it to size. A really old school way of doing it. But I can see that my lines are way off for one. Drag this one to here. And this one, it's saying it wants to be at like 14 or like 500-ish. And this one wants to be at 2057. Weird. I didn't like mess up my resolution or anything, did I? All right, cool. So grid lines. Grid lines. That's all I was trying to show you. All right, so what's the usefulness of this line? Ah, that's the question. Okay, so we go to YouTube. I'll show you exactly the usefulness of this line. This is your safe space, okay? So the box in the middle here is safe space because this is where everything goes. It was shown really well on this image. I was going to show it to you again, but so when you make a banner on YouTube, okay, it only lets you input one image, and depending on the platform that your viewer is watching from, depends on what view of your banner they get. Okay, because it'll fit on one. Like you look at it on your desktop and it looks great, but then somebody comes along and watches it on their phone, and now it's really like, you know, you're missing most of the image. And this is just showing you exactly that. So the space in the middle, super safe. This is where all the main information goes. Space on the outsides, right and left of the middle, is viewable on desktop. You're going to see the wide banner on the top of the page. And then on TV, you're going to see everything top and bottom of all of that space. Okay? Does that make sense? We go over the usefulness of the lines. Sorry, I got deviated a little bit. When you're setting up your grid lines, this is what you're going to want to consider. Okay? Yes. Let me keep learning. Good. Let me keep teaching. Perfect. So I wanted to use this image as, I found this in the templates. This was actually probably one of the better ones because it actually fits very nicely, and it has a good use of the empty space outside of the safe space. And it's really simple to set up, completely simple. So, but what I like is that the meat and potatoes is in the middle, but it still has interactions with the sides and the top and bottom of the image, where it still works in all three applications. So that's what we're going to be trying to do today. Let's see. I made these lines for you if you want to borrow them, because I was having trouble with the what'd you say? The grid lines for some reason. I don't know why. Let's go to my channel. I need to edit the background. Let's see more. Nope. We need to go to settings. There we go. That's not what I want to do. Playback, privacy, connected app, billing and payments. That's not what I want. I just want to edit the channel. View your channel. There's an edit button right here. There we go. Okay, found it. Top of your banner, you're going to find the edit page. And let's do change. Now, I'll use my, I don't know, use this for fun. there's my graph. But this is really nice because when you go and throw an image in, it's going to say, hey, like this is what's viewable here, this is what's going to be viewable here, and this is what's going to be viewable here. We're going to make an image that works for all three. The line is just so that you have the lines are just your guidelines if you want to use them. We'll get through the demo, and it might make more sense. I'm just going over the concept right now. So very simple, but it works. We want to keep all the main details and the information in the center of the image. YouTube King. We're on Canva right now. Yep. Sorry, I'll let chat. You guys are doing great. Thank you. All right. So let's go in and this is a great example. That's all I wanted to get at. So let's create a new one. If you go to templates like we were showing off, I don't think that these are going to work out very well because a lot of this stuff is going to get cut off by the end of it. You're going to lose some of these even in the templates. So don't trust the templates is what I'm getting at. Like be confident in making your own. This is a really simplistic example, right? They've got very, very streamlined, simple information in the middle. They've got two different colors, kind of throws it off. I know it like looks very white, but that's cream and white. And they did a good job, honestly. That does the job. Doesn't have to be complex. Doesn't have to be, just you want. What I'm trying to get at today is I want to have a little bit of blend between what you have in your safe space and what you have in your desktop version and what you have in your TV full size image as well. And then if it is a large background picture, you want to make sure at least the center of the image is interesting enough on its own that you don't need the outside because the amount of people actually watching on TV is probably very much lower than what's on phone, which is going to be what's in the middle. All right. I still don't see images from you, brother. I want to use Mojo. Mojo, if you're watching, send me some stuff. I know I have a couple things from Mojo, so I'll go searching. Not a lot, though. Not a lot, though. All right. Either who. We'll get them going. All right. So what we're going to do, if you go into templates and you type in YouTube banner, you're going to get a bunch of these examples to start from. But for us, we're going to go to create blank YouTube banner. Okay. Now, no grid lines are showing. We do Shift R. Nope. File, settings, add guides. Okay. You should be able to do this, but it's not showing well. I don't like this. I don't like this. So we're just going to borrow my guide really quick just to be simple. It's only going in there temporarily. It's just going to be my guidelines. Okay. Boop. Okay. Safe space, TV, desktop. Okay. So let's start with an image. So I'm going to take my buddy Mojo. I'm going to save this image and put it in this folder for now. Mojo sprite. Bonk. And we're going to drop her in. Images, find Mojo sprite. All right. I got to chop this up because he didn't give me any assets. But we're going to work. We're doing this job. And we got to decide which one we like. I like the smiling one is good. Do we like the one on the right or the left? The one that's smiling? I think the one that's smiling is good. Take this. We're going to chop this up. We're going to remove the background. Very nice. Okay, we've got Mojo smiling. Ooh. Now, we're going to add some text. Gonna look very basic at first. Okay, let's get her in there. I'm gonna change the font. Find something that's like 8-bit game. And we're gonna adjust the size. Yeah. Now it can be difficult to try and decide what, like, you can go at it from two different ways, right? So we know that the meat and potatoes has to go in the middle, and then we're gonna make an extension of the outside, or from the middle. This is where the information goes. But if we're thinking about our background, we can either start from the background and then work into the middle, or it depends on how your brain wants to work on this. But I know I need these two elements. That's what I know. The rest is going to come out as we go. No idea. I know that the guys. Well, I think one of the colors that looks really good on his PFP is navy, actually. Good navy. This color usually reminds me of Mojo. That's too dark. I think that's a good one. But then the black on that is really not great, so we're gonna go with white first. Try that. We're gonna try the yellow from his shirt. It's not bad. We did the red. But definitely, it's got to be lighter, so we can do white. We can do that. We can do that. We can do his chocolate skin. No, too dark. So yellow is good. We're going to want to add an effect on that because it's just too flat for me. So let's add... Okay, let's add in a little bit of dimension there. But we're going to make the... That's a little too harsh. That's too light. Let's try again. Ooh, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Nope. I thought we were getting somewhere. Okay, there we go. That's what I wanted. Something with a shadow. We want the shadow color to be... Yes, black. We're gonna mess with the directions, fine. The offset could be a little more. Okay. And then the transparency up a little bit. Let's change the direction so it's like that. Offset needs to come back a little bit. It's kind of what I wanted. Kind of not. Echo? There we go. That's what I wanted. I knew about this one. That's great. That's what I wanted. Direction is good. We want it at 45 degrees. Negative 45. The offset, we want it to be kind of tight. We want the colors good. Why not change the thickness? Lame. Also lame. Okay. Blue Mojo. So we're getting there. Now let's make this a little bigger. We have the space to do it. Bunk. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hey, gimme. Gimme. All right, I'm sending him messages and like, hey, give me stuff. Now, For the background, we can keep this really simple, and we can do. Let's look at layers really quick. Let's add just an image for fun. Nope. Anime. I don't know. Gonna find something fun here really quick. We're gonna look in photos, and we're gonna find something that fits for fun. Now, let me show you what one way we can do this is we can just start by adding shapes. All right. So forget the background image for a moment. We're just going to use a shape. We're going to match the shape up to the middle section all the way across. Okay. And we're going to take that shape and we're going to turn it into black. Okay. It'll make sense. Give me 1 second. Bring the transparency down. Let's change the layer. Alt-1 gets you to the layers. You want to put it behind the two subjects that are in the center here. And we're going to change the transparency just to change the tone of the blue just slightly. Okay. Now, this is just on, let me move my, now that we have that sorted. Yeah, we're gonna hide this one a little bit. Bonk. So this would be enough. But it's very simple. It doesn't really do anything crazy. But if we go and upload this to YouTube right now, it would work. Because, you know, the outside sections wouldn't be seen, this would be focused. It would be cool. It would work. But it's not very interesting. But this is how we're going to think about it in the different sections. So, if we wanted to do an image in the background, what we were trying to do, go to photos. We're going to find a photos of, we don't want it to be too busy because we want Mojo to be the main attraction. But we do want to get something fun. That's too real. Pikachu. Kind of cool there. Let's try that one. We're going to make sure we adjust the layers. I'm going to go here. And it's not quite the right size. We can make it work though. Right click it, align to page, go to center. And we're going to play with the up down. I want a little bit more of the sky in the background. I want a little bit of the, let me think about this. I want a little more city. So again, it's not like you're not thinking about the entire space right now. We have to think about the grid and like basically zooming into like just this section here, like top and bottom, forget about it. We're literally just looking at the middle and what does this image look like by itself without the whole image. Okay, like yes, the whole image is interesting with the night sky and the cityscape, but without the night sky and the cityscape in the middle, that's all you get to see, right? So just thinking about it like that and how it all comes together. So let's see here. Not what I want to use.
Mirion's saying that the layers part was a little off for her, like she didn't get it.
Okay. The layers, like how to adjust your layers, or the different.
She just said the layers thingy.
Let me go over layers really quick. That's fine. Good question. So if you on any so each thing is, think about it as being in a layer. So Blue Mojo is on top of Blue Mojo, right? That's a really good example, right? The letters are on top of him. That means that they are above him in the layers. If you want to see those layers, you can press Alt-1, and here's your position of the layers. Okay, if I wanted Blue Mojo's image in front, or like in front of the word Blue Mojo, I would have to take his image and put it a layer above. Okay, if we want this transparent layer to go above, like to blend them and put them in the background, we put that above. Right now it's below. Does that make sense for layers? Blue Mojo. Blue Mojo. Yes. Did that work? Okay, yeah, totally. Okay. So, that is cool. It actually, you might have inspired how I'm going to do this now. Let's see here really quick if this align to page center. But oh, too big. Ah, I thought it would work. I don't know if it would work. Can't see the E. It looks like an 8. But yeah, I don't want him really like floating in space, so I can do some things that stop him from floating. Let's look for frames. We take, I don't know. We can just take a circle. And take the circle. You can adjust it to size. Just use that as a backdrop. Okay, you take this image, you drop it in. All right, we've done that before. Take this, kind of put him here, and shrinky dink it so that we can't. It's really hard because this was a larger image. There we go. All I want to do. Oh, it stopped being sent. Ugh, annoying. Ugh, come on, come over. Kind of what I want. Kind of works. But it cuts him off and it shows his brother there. I don't like that. All right, so forget that idea. But if you got a single image, you can do that. You can cut off the bottom. See how his the bottom of him is just kind of blank, right? It's okay because it works. But let's take a new shape. Give him something behind him. Fine. Need a shape. Square. We'll take a square. We're gonna round the square a little bit. Yes, yes. Give me a square. So see right now, it's a new layer. All new layers will show up above previous layers, usually, that you've selected. So we're gonna put this behind the mojo so that he's on top of this. Yes? That's another layer. So I'm gonna put him here, kind of like he's on a card. And then I'm gonna, if I don't like these sharp corners, which I don't, click on the thing, you go to corners, you can round them. I'm gonna try and match the roundness of these corners a little bit. Whoa. You can add sides. That's cool. Not what I was looking to do. What's up, Flash? What's up, Troy? All right. Now let's take this card, and then we're gonna just duplicate this. You know, I could try. I want to like an. You can't really edit regular shapes, so we're just gonna make our own shape. We're gonna try and line it up with the margins here. Really need to pay attention to this line here. Cool. Come on. You bastard. All right, let's try that. And then what we're going to do for the color, I'm going to try, oh, yes. And we're going to, now it's on top, so don't fret. Now it's behind. Now, I don't know if I like that because it's a lighter, usually like if we're going to make something like a shadow, it's not, the shadow is not lighter than the color that you're using. So let's change that color again. I'm going to color pick this one. Then we're just going to go to the color wheel. We're going to actually bring it down a few shades. There we go. Might as well have been black, but yeah. Gives the card a little more dimension. And fine tune it with your arrow keys. Make sure it's what you want it to look like. Okay, sweet. Now, if this was off a little bit, I could, grab the whole, now that I've got these things set. A couple things you can do here. Once this is set how you want it to be, and it's off a little bit. There we go. Okay, and then just gonna check left and right that looks fine. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. Let's say I never wanted those things to move. You can use, I really like using layers for this reason. Again, Alt 1, grab the 2 layers with Shift and click, and then you can actually group those things together. And so now, from now on, if I move the box behind him, it comes with the new layer that I added, right? See? Pretty cool. So, and if I'm, completely satisfied with Mojo on the card, right? Let's say I'm like, this is where I want him to be, nowhere else. Actually, I liked him where he was. Say I want him right there. It's all good. Maybe a little bit more. No, he was fine exactly where he was. I'm overcomplicating it. But let's say, yeah, I'm done with that. I want it to all live together. Again, right click, group these things now. And now the whole thing is one thing. And now it's never going to move. Yeah? Cool. So this works when you're trying to, when you have this nice center stuff all together, how you want it oriented, grab it and group it. Now it's all one piece, that I don't have to like select all the things, right? That's a cool little trick for you today. Now let's see how this is gonna work out. So do I want this to be any less transparent? Let's put it like that. Okay, here we go. We got Mojo on a backdrop. I don't know if I like the backdrop. I don't know if he's gonna like the backdrop. We're just using this as our demo. This is somewhere to work from. Oh, I'll talk to you later, brother. No worries. Any assets you have. Bloop. All right. We'll catch up afterwards. He's watching in right now, and he's just like, what? All right. So if we take this and banner example. All right. Let me show you how this works in real life. So we download this. 2560 by 1440 is the size we were looking for, remember? We're going to download that. Now, another thing to be mindful of is not only size of the image, but size of the size of the like the memory size of the image itself. So done. Thank you. Change. And if this is more than 6 megabytes, it's not going to work. Something to note. All right, but so there you go. There's our project example in the YouTube Studio under banner image edit, right? And it shows you what's available. Yes. So you won't see any of this or this on a desktop, and you won't see any of this or this on a mobile. That makes sense? Yes. Let's hit done. And it gives you some cute little examples of what it might look like. Really hard to see. Get over here. All right. So there you go. That's what we'd look like on the big screen. That's what we look like at the banner, and that's what we look like on our mobile. And we can reset that to 100. We can go to my channel now. Yes, leave. Oh wait, did it not save it? Oh, it did not save it. It let me edit it. Come on. All right, go here, edit banner, use that image, done. And then I guess you have to hit save, publish. Don't forget to hit publish. I'm doing this on my own YouTube channel because I don't care. Let's see here. There we go. That's the nice, what it looks like. If you guys want to check out what it looks like on your device, you can see how it looks. Let me drop. I can't drop. Can I drop on YouTube? Yes. Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
So you can click on that link right there and see how it presents in real time for you. So that's what it looks like on a desktop. If I pull up my phone, I'm gonna do this right now myself because I want to see YouTube. Okay. Eh, eh. What do we get? Go to me. View channel. Oh, that's cute though, ain't it? That works. Oh yeah. How's that work? That look good? That looks good. Okay, so live example. You can see how it works now, how it's viewable, and why we're considering all the different spaces. You know, like there was a like this example. They did a really good job where they had an image crossing over from one platform safe space to another platform safe space. Just be mindful of that. That it's up to your creativity on how you want to do that. I'd say the meat and potatoes, always just put it all in the middle. It's not going to feel right if you're used to designing with Maddox, because I'm always like make sure it works for the space. You have to almost remember that we're not dealing with the entire image. We almost forget about the TV section and the desktop section, right? They're accents of the main picture, which is this image, this center space here. Okay, that's what the grid lines were for. If you want to use those as a template guideline, more than welcome to. I really like how they did that funny. Okay, so here's how they did this image. Sorry, I just noticed this, but so they they didn't line up the two pictures as they should have. All right, so they took a picture of themselves on a rock like this, and then they removed background from one of them and they cropped the other one to this rounded image bit, and then they just took the removed background one and they were trying to just put it on top of the full image, which is what you're supposed to do, but they didn't quite get it. As you can see here, like the sleeve should be up here, right? They almost got it, but they also messed it up, and it was probably when they were messing with the corners or something like that, that made it do that. But they almost got it, and it's just not quite. That's really funny. Sorry, when you start designing stuff and looking at it differently, you can start seeing little funnies. So it looks fine in the final result. Nobody's gonna ever notice that except for Maddox. But yeah. Fun stuff. But yeah, I mean, get creative, have fun. For our challenge this week, it's going to be to make an image that works in all three. We gave the resolution. We gave the we gave the different sizes you need. I think we're going to actually ignore. I dropped some notes in here. I'm going to ignore those notes because they were wrong. I went and did my own research on the pixels. I gave you a template you can use instead. Damn, you guys write a lot. Okay, cool. Let's see. This one right here, I need to adjust. So let me just forget about these. We need to strike through. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So don't use the where I said to use the vertical lines and the two different pixels. Forget about that. That wasn't true. We tried it live. It didn't work. You're more than welcome to use this little line guide that I made instead. Okay.
Do you want to post that in the chat maybe, or if you send it to me, I could always add it to
It is in the
Quest
chat. I
Support
was
or
just
something
yeah,
for,
it
like,
isn't.
guidelines.
It is in the chat.
I gotta find where you post.
I'll just send it to you directly. It's probably the fast. It took me a moment.
That
It took
works.
me a minute to scroll for it. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they chat up really bad when we do anything.
There's the safe space
Like,
line guide.
messages.
So how you're gonna use the
Thank you,
safe
Jay.
space line guide is you're gonna just you can just take your blank. Let's go back to the Blue Mojo. And you're just gonna download it, right? Save it, and then once you have it, you can just grab it, and you don't want to click it. I already uploaded it, but you just drag it in, and it'll add to your uploads. You're gonna click on it, and you're gonna drag it to the whole space, right? And you're just using it as a layer temporarily. Okay, this is not going to go in the final. If I see this on anybody's final submissions, shame, for shame. It's a guideline, it's a tool. Once you're done with it, please go into Alt-1, go into your layers, delete it. We don't want it on the final, okay? But it's there for you to use if you'd like. Okay. You're gonna need some kind of template, so you might as well use mine. Or whatever. But if you do use any of the templates, just know that this was like most of them don't work. if you try any of these as they are, you're gonna chop off so much of the letters on the sides, the top. I picked this one because it was a really good example. If I throw this one right now, all you're gonna get is gaming channel, and you're gonna miss. Let's do it.
You're lucky.
Why not? Hang on.
If
Why
you're
not?
lucky, you'll get the full gaming channel.
If you're lucky. Oh, dude, it's so bad.
Channel.
Okay, so this was a template from Canva, allegedly, right? Let's just download it. I don't know if it'll let me download an unaltered template. It did. Okay, amazing. Let's try that really quick.
Well, you could even just put the guidelines around it and it'll show.
Thank you.
Add the layer for the
Thank you,
guidelines,
Terrace.
yeah.
That's correct. I could just show what it would. I don't have to lie. Yeah, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm me.
But yeah, you wouldn't even get the full gaming.
You're going to get aiming channel. Like, so just be mindful, guys. Like, templates aren't your own, like, don't rely always on the template. Do some research. You would have spent all this time like adjusting this or using this exact template and waste all this extra space. And it would just look like crap. It would just be like you'd have.
That would depend too, no? That would depend on what resolution you have preset for it. So like if you did custom size and you created a design that was say 800 by 320 and then you adjusted it based on those grids.
Oh, no. This only works for this only works for 2560 by 1440, which is the resolution that YouTube asks for. Yep.
You can always adjust that later on based on like if you're playing around with sizes and you're playing around with like templates for different things based on whatever platform you're using, you can usually find a guide on what their sizing is.
I usually just YouTube the band. Yeah, I just
pixelation.
Yep, I usually just YouTube not YouTube. I will just I'll Google the resolution for the type of thing I'm making. So there you go. That's all the red space is
I think you said what, 2560 by 1440?
2560 by 1440 is the total image. That's really silly. So that's a template.
The guidelines are, Anthony.
I mean, if you try this on let's do this. Create a we're gonna do 1920 by 1080, which is what most people build in.
Yep.
Everybody's looking at it's still 16 by 9.
Did it like this, it would look weird.
Actually, I don't know if it would. I think it actually would still work. Let's just drag it. If it doesn't touch both corners exactly, then we know it's not. But it's the same ratio, so technically it would be just fine. But
let's see.
It did. It's fine. Still works.
Oh.
It's the resolution.
The ratio is
it's same. The resolution that YouTube wants. For clarity. That's all. That's all.
Furion asked an important question earlier. It wasn't answered. Before this city's background was added, you darkened just the blue area that shows when you use it for YouTube part that has Blue Mojo in its logo. How did you do that? I didn't catch it. I think that was just like a shape with a color, right?
Yeah, it was just a shape. So I just took. Okay, so you're talking about this middle section? How I made it like focus there? Now I can do this the opposite way too, which is kind of cool. Let's make
that lighter than the background.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
So I just took a I'll reverse the entire process basically. So I just took a square, stretched it, right? I took said square, stretched it. Shout out to Moglin on this tip. Moglin taught me this. Easy filtering. So we're gonna delete this one. You're not sure if you deleted something. Go to your. I always use my layers. So Alt-1. All right, so that's now focused. We're gonna grab both of these, and I'm gonna go to transparency. So this is in its raw shape form, right? It's over top. It's two squares over top of the main background, right? We're gonna just take the transparency down to however we want it, and you can decide on that. That's up to you. And there you go. No, we did the opposite, where we made kind of like a rectangle vignette, if you will. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense? So you could do that way too. Whatever works. Those are really easy filters. I usually use this tip when I'm making banners. So here's the image I used for today's post, for example.
I actually did that messed up too. If you look at the events,
yeah,
I put it in there. I put it in there with the size off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know it. Yeah. So this is what happens when you take the wrong resolution and try and squeeze it in there. Size. It's just me going, what the fuck? But if you click it, this is all you get. Yeah. Well, because it's not the right size. Discord banners are
100 by 320. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. That's why I did it. That's exactly why I made this image the way I did. All right, cool.
That's also why I tossed it in there like that, because I knew it would.
I love it. I love it actually a lot. But I use the simple trick for bringing the words forward. So let's take this square out. See that? Now I've got white on blue, and it just doesn't pop. It feels very flat, even though all of these things have shadows. I don't think this one this one has a effect on it as well. But yeah, so it just feels very like it's stuck. But the moment I put that so I take elements, square, you just grab a square, put it just above the corner, drag it just below the corner so it covers the entire thing.
Where'd Maddox go?
Go to Alt-1. And then you're gonna take this and you're gonna change the color to black. I mean, you could tint it. You could do whatever you want with. You can make this a tint of blue. You can do
on the color you use.
Typically, though, you're gonna find better results with black. Just using it as a shader, essentially. But then then you're like, where'd all my stuff go? Alt-1. You can find out. So anything this is above, it will be covering. Anything this is below, it will be behind. There it is. Oh, but now it's covering our background image. What do? We mess with the transparency, of course. Bring it down until we can see the background again. I usually use like 5 to 10, 5 to 15, somewhere in there. There we go. Nice. There we are. So how's that? So yeah, that's a really cool little tool there. Love that trick. Big shout out Moglin on that one. He showed me that about a year ago, and I use it on almost every one of my images now. Any other questions?
Crib said we can use any text, right? I'm not sure what he's referencing.
Yeah, it's your banner. Like, I mean, if we want to go into the theory on your banner, right? You want it to let's think back to like when we were doing the X banners, right? You want it to be an accent or a it's your first impression of your page, right? So we've got, I didn't double up my profile picture in it. You can kind of see it is kind of redundant there. But I put a little bit about what Maddox does, sort of, in a thing, right? I don't know if you don't want it to be redundant with your profile picture. You don't want it to be redundant with your name per se, but you want this to be you, a little bit of you in there. Should be an accent. Like we have Maddox's name here. So do we need Maddox makes above here as well? On the, this is my title here, right? So or like I am me. If this said Maddox makes art again, it I don't know, might be fine. We got to remember this is the desktop. Forget what I said that. It can be anything you want. It's your banner though, you want it to be advertised. Think about it as your billboard. Okay. So if somebody were to scroll past your billboard, why would they click it? Okay, should know who you are. You don't have to have it say like and subscribe and all that fun stuff unless you really want to. But like I don't know. I think that stuff can be thrown elsewhere. I think it gets too busy. Try and keep it simple. Try and keep it,
Yes.
like another thing we could do, right? So what does Mojo do? Right? So this is just his name. It's a very, very simple one. But let's take this tab. I'm gonna have to ungroup it, aren't I? Yes, I am. Ungroup. Thank you. Duplicate this. Let's give him a subtext. We're gonna make this white. We're gonna make this smaller. All right. So what is Mojo? Mojo is a he's
What the hell happened with that eye?
I like it actually. Game, inform,
Gamer.
inspire. Game, inform, inform, inspire.
No.
I'm giving him
What?
I'm giving him 3 words that define what he does.
Informerm?
Yeah, wow. What am I? Wow.
No.
Game, inform, inspire. So he games.
Does better with graphics than he does spelling,
I
guys.
am.
Just
Yeah,
so you
I
know.
am. So like we can come up with 3 words that if you have 3 things that's you wanted to keep in marketing. There's like a thought that like people reading something will remember it better if it's in 3s. Again, it's that magic rule of 3, right? That goes to everything. Art. I don't know. I love that. But yeah, so like, and this would be better on the black background, honestly. But so if we you can have some kind of like tagline there if you want, that's totally fine. Game, inform, inspire. We just want to put that.
I actually like that. That's pretty good.
It's fine. It's simple. It's to the point. We could,
It's catchy.
Yeah. And then
It's like with the whole idea that I had with friggin' playing games and chasing change. It's
right.
catchy. It's attention grabbing. It's things that you want to think about. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
You like games. You like being informed. You like being inspired. Lock up your moms.
Lock up your moms, whatever you want it to say, just as long as it's like makes sense for the
But
for the
that's
image.
the whole point. You can do anything, So just figure out what you want to do and make it look good. That's it.
Yeah.
I like the white one. I think that would fit in pretty good with the background.
It's not white. It's just a cutout.
No, yeah, it gets transparent.
No, I'd have to make a new heart behind it.
The center is transparent, is what I'm saying.
Everything's yeah.
So
it's just an outline.
yeah, that's why I said like I think that one would fit pretty good with the rest of the stuff.
You won't see it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I kind of like the gamey one.
That's the one thing I don't like with
Layers?
with Canva. Yeah, well, trying to click specific items.
Oh, that's also why I have the layers up. I mean, like layers
Yeah,
that's
I do that all the time too.
100%.
That window open. No hearts, please. Why no hearts, Virion? It's gay.
What? Hearts aren't gay. Hearts aren't
Hearts
gay.
are a vital part of gaming. What are you talking about? It's gay. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Somebody said that on the space the other day, and they said it with the perfect like Nigerian accent.
No
It was
way.
like, oh yes, yes. They were like, "Why are you gay?" I was like, "No."
That's funny.
Oh, it was great. It looks like it has a bra on.
It does kind of. Damn. Oh well.
Oh,
I was trying to make some kind of funny little.
he's like, yeah, never mind.
Let's see what 8-bit
Oh,
graphics we have.
oh, yeah, I think it was Trusted that said it. Why are you gay? I was like, no.
All right, guys, we are coming up to the end though.
Oh.
Do you guys have any other questions on the process, on what you're up against? What you're up against is, just to recap, you're gonna take a 2560 by 1440 image or something in 16 by 9 ratio. Okay, you're going to make a banner for YouTube so that it covers all three, or let's say it like this, it considers all three platforms you might be watching or looking at your banner from, with majority of the information in the middle or the mobile or the all devices safe space. That's the middle. You're going to have a template to help guide you, just the lines that I provided. And you're going to make sure that the image makes sense on all three platforms. Bonus points if you can make it interesting across all three different banner sizes without distracting from the major center space, the safe space. Okay? What you got? What you got? What you got?
Oh, he wants to know how to make a text or an image neon.
Well, you can go into the effects. You can click neon. And then you can adjust the intensity.
I feel like the neon never works as well as I'd like it to.
It's really
It
tricky.
always looks weird.
But if you do neon, make sure that you've got some kind of darker background under it, because it will make it much prettier instead of a light
And it's
background.
too
A white
bright
background
on the
looks
light
much better.
background. Yeah.
See the difference? You're not going to notice
Yeah.
the effect on a light background. If you try to do it on a light background, it looks like shit. Do it on a
Yeah, but
darker background, it
too
looks much
bright
better.
on the light background. Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Um. All right. So, well, there it went.
I
I
was trying.
like
I
the
was trying
red
to
one.
show
The
a
red one's
dark. I
pretty
was trying
good.
to show a darker, like, you know, you can do. You can do
Why?
some. If you do all
Why does
intensity
Blue Mojo not
intensity
have any
one,
blue in his branding?
hmm?
Why does Blue Mojo not have any blue in his branding?
That's why I think navy works really well with him, because like yellow is PFP, but blue is a nice accent to yellow. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Did you an image come out of a hole? What? Virion, are you Englishing? That's weird.
So let's make sure that the new text
Oh,
fits.
Virion's like, can you make an image come out of a hole like Tom and Jerry with like the like? No, I'm not gonna leave you. That was
What is your
like
what
that
is what
English
is your
bad.
question? What is your question?
She Englished it a little bad, but
Yeah,
you know how like you know how like Roadrunner, how they run into a hole or something like that, or
get
is that
creative
what
with
you
it.
mean, Virion? Yes. Okay.
See, look, now it looks nice. Game, inform, inspire, lock up your moms. See?
Because some people complain about too much color in a design. What can we do? Which color best for design? That all depends on the design that you're doing, bro. We can't. There's no one size fits all for
No, no, no,
design.
no.
There are really good guidelines online for like good graphics design, and you can find a ton of things on that. It's a real it's a Google search away. And you know what? Nowadays with AI, it makes it even easier. What are some really good guidelines for creating solid graphics from scratch. You know, you can prompt AI, especially you can prompt it now with the tool, and it knows what tools are available for free versions. So you'd be like, hey, I'm using Canva. I want to create a design for YouTube in 2560 by 1440. I need it to be resizable for desktop, mobile, the whole nine yards, right? And I need it within that. I have a guideline layout border thing. I just need to know what style scheme I should use, or what format I should use, or any of those, right? And it would give you a full guide. Like, you can learn. There's a study and learn option on ChatGPT right now, right? And it'll teach you everything, anything except for like how to build a nuclear fission device or some shit, because that's restricted. But how I know that, you don't want to know. No, I'm on some list somewhere right now with the NSA. But um the template for designing for clients is rough, because then all the things that you make for clients look the same. You can do rough general templates for like maybe cheaper packages, like if you're doing like Upwork or Fiverr or something like that. But I would, like, if you're doing like high end design, like if you're doing like $100 client and they're giving you one 1920 by 1080p fucking image to do for a specific purpose, I would do it custom. I wouldn't, I'd take their assets and I would do it custom. I wouldn't use a pre-done design.
No, nobody's gonna.
Um,
Everybody will call it out. You want it to be your work.
yeah, exactly. And it just it makes it feel like there's quality for the money. Even if you have a really good intuitive way of designing for these clients, and it's almost template-esque in the way that you work it, so long as it's a really well done, like, rendition of whatever it is that you're trying to build, I'm sure that, it would work out pretty well. You just gotta figure out a good workflow, you know? Oh,
I want to try something.
D Young, down boy, down boy. Um, every girl that comes into the chat, jeez, guys, take it easy. Anyway. So yeah, she was saying like more like making a character come out of an like a hole, or like a space really well, like, because you can have like a character coming in off the side of an image, but to have a character coming in off like the middle of an image from a hole, or from like that falls more into like depth and space, like we did the last time, Virion, if you remember.
That's fine. How do you do that? Um.
Yeah, you see, she just sent an image, something like that.
All right. So how I would do that? Let's do that.
Well, that's just layering too. You
That's
put
just
the yellow
layering. Yeah,
circle
that's just layering it.
behind.
All right. So let's do it though. Let's take an element. We're gonna take a, I don't know, cartoon. We're gonna take take this ugly Labubu. All right. So we want him to be in a hole, but also coming out of the hole. That's the question. Love this question.
Yep.
Nice challenge. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to elements. I'm gonna go to frame. I'm gonna find a circle frame. Okay. And I'm gonna take the let's take the Labubu picture. Grab it. Put it in the hole. Boop. All right. Now I need to resize this because we want to have some. Let's see. Center this. Align to page. Center. Align to page. Middle. Okay, but I need the Labubu pop out. So I'm gonna make him bigger than the hole, like that. His little feet come out, like that. Yeah, that works. I think. I don't know why it feels so fucking off. Either way, so that's image number one. If you want to get a little fancier, we would have to do a couple things. We could try something.
Well, if you wanted to do it like how they have, well, no.
Stop.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Meh, meh.
Take the Labubu image again. Okay? Again. Don't put it on top because it'll drop it in. You don't want it to do that. If you want, you can even add a new workspace so you don't accidentally do it like a dink, because it happens. Then we take this, we're going to background remove it. Okay, now we have another image. Okay, and I'm going to get fancy here where I'm going to go edit, and I'm going to go shadows, outline, so that we have that fun outline that's going across the whole thing. We're going to lower the size to 9, because 9 is a good size. And it's going to be weird because it already has like a brown outline. Let me add the brown outline.
It also has that under like
Let me
that
see if I can
that
match it.
bottom to it too.
See if I can match it. Oh, I have to color match. Gross.
There should be a dropper option.
Not
No?
always when you're doing
Click,
it like
click.
this. When you're doing the
Oh,
effects,
fuck.
it's not. Yeah, it's really dumb. Now, I
Can you
can.
go into the other color thing
Yes.
and get the dropper and then
8C,
yeah, go up to the
4C,
top
3B.
left.
8C, 4C, 3B. Edit. 8C, 4C, 3B. 8C, 4C, 3B.
3B.
Sure.
Yep.
Now, it looks a little fucky, honestly, but either way, let's just go on with it. And then so I need to make this image the same size as this image without dropping it over it. Really annoying. Control Z. Now, I can do this where I can lock this image. Lock. And it should make it. Oh, fudge. I locked the wrong image. No. Okay. Still trying to snag it in there. That's awesome. All right. Well, we can do two things. Let's try this. So for first off, I'm going to take this image just to keep myself from dropping in the image again. I'm going to actually start by saving, placeholding, saving that image. We're going to download. Actually, before I do that, no, we're still going to do that. All right, so we're going to download just page 1. Done. Download just page 1, please. Save all settings. Nope, we're going to make it transparent background. Then we're going to save this image first. Okay, and then we're going to throw it in my media kit. Boo, circle. Okay, and then we can actually get rid of it. And then we're going to bring it back into the design. Uploads. Uploading. In there. Grab it. Okay, now I can put things on top of it. No, nothing's going to get in the way. Okay. Take my new
Android version of
Labubu.
Canva can do all of this, D-Legend.
And now we're just going to put it on top of the first one. Now, wouldn't it have made more sense if we just put a circle there behind it? We covered the whole thing up, but it works. It's just, why did I go through all that effort when I could have just put a circle behind it? Ugh. Oh, popping out. So we need to get rid of the bottom half? Aha. Okay, hold on. We can do this. I see why. I remember now. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Okay, we're gonna leave. Let me think about this. Hold on. We're gonna cut this guy off here. Oh, that works too. Okay, now he's cut off there. He's matching the other one. Looks good. I'm gonna go to the layers and I'm gonna put.
That actually looks really good, and it's got the top half coming out while the bottom half is sinking it.
And I'm gonna match this to that. Does anybody remember the color code? 8C 4C 3B.
3B.
There you go, Virion. Virion is dumb. Share, download, transparent background, download. and put it somewhere. There you go, Virion. I'm a professional. So that's how you do that. That's your bonus lesson for the day. But look, I didn't do it right. See that? You guys can yell at me now. Look at that. It's not perfectly aligned. Almost there. Almost. It works. Gets the job done. So yeah, you can do a lot with Canva. You just need to practice the tools and get creative. I don't pay for a lot of programs, but I use Canva literally every day for all sorts of applications, for all sorts of reasons. And for me, having the pro tools, there's not many that you need. Well, no, that's not true. Having the like pro elements is nice. Having some of some of my favorite pro tools are when you go to download, being able to limit the size, limit the compress, like the transparent background is huge. It's freaking huge. Like that alone is why I really buy premium. I really wish there was a referral for Canva. I wish I was sponsored by Canva. I'm not. Disclosure. It's just my own personal belief that Canva is fantastic, and that's why I buy
There
into
is
the
a
pro.
referral.
Is there a referral there? Because I
I'm
would
pretty
love,
sure if you
I
look
would
under your
love,
account,
I would
there should
love
be a
to be
referral deal.
shilling plans and pricing, help and resources, settings,
Hold
get the Canva. I don't know. I don't see any.
Canva referral. Canva's affiliate marketing. You can earn money every time your audience signs up to Canva Pro.
Really?
Um,
That's
yeah,
amazing.
hold on. Facts for individual empower. Control F, link. What will happen to my affiliate links if I'm not? Oh, you got to be accepted into the program.
Oh yeah. So maybe I should work on that.
Yeah, you should just apply for it. I mean,
For
you use Canva enough and you promote it enough. I mean, fuck. Like,
it is kind of becoming paid, Virion.
Remove
Remove.bg.
BG is paid.
And it's the same technology that Canva uses to remove. Like
Yep.
they teamed
It's the
up.
same company.
No. They were two
I think
separate
Canva
companies, and
bought.
I think Canva bought remove.bg. Yeah, exactly. They teamed up. They did a thing. This is what I used to use for free all the time. And like I loved it. But the problem was now if you go in and give it an image, I don't know. Let's give it, I don't know, give it this.
While he's doing that, just a quick heads up, guys. We will be having a pop-up Zealy quest in probably like 4 or 6 hours. This one's a client push, so it's something that we're gonna have to launch outside of our normal time of 2 p.m. UTC. But I will give you guys a heads up and an announcement about it. So, yeah, just a quick FYI for those who are here.
They're moving in the direction of being paid.
Oh, unlock? Unlock? Really? Yeah.
So you get the no, removing the background on Canva is not free. That's why I buy the premium. Yeah, the remove.bg was my solution before I got into Canva Pro. And Canva bought remove.bg and started like you can still use it. You can still download the lower quality image for free, but if you want the full quality, you have to pay.
Yep.
They're getting there. And eventually it won't be free at all.
Velocity.
But this is they used to be a fully free solution. I'm sure there are others out there that have made a background remover that is free. I haven't found one. I haven't needed one in a while, but this was the one I used to share. I pay for one now. Yeah, I pay for one now.
Yeah.
But look at this. Remove.bg. Oh my gosh. Yuck. Credits?
Yep. A lot of places operate through that though.
Credits
so.
are credits. Yeah, they're working. What do you think, Mojo? Lock up your moms.
Links aren't allowed, guys. Why? I'm pretty sure he got timed out for that one too. Oh no, he didn't. He's good.
Whoops.
Okay. If it's an X link, you can post it. So if you upload some sort of media or anything to X and you want to share it, you can share the link for that. But we trying to protect everybody, we keep most links out except for like X and YouTube because we know that those are safe. Oh no, Velocity, I hope you're all right, bro. Yeah, you can do all sorts of gamification. You know what you could do? You could do like a pixel, like Google backgrounds, game, 8-bit back.
That's what I was thinking. Like,
8-bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
This
Like
is just my
do, like, a
sample. I
full,
was gonna play with it.
game background.
They have them in Canva. I was just gonna.
Yeah. Oh, you had me worried, Velocity. I thought you weren't okay. But
You
no,
want to
that's
switch to the
good, dude.
smiley
I'm
one?
glad you're doing the internship.
I can do any of them because I used your. I can give you it. I can give it all. Whatever you want, brother. Do this one. You can do this one. We can do this one. It's just like. He's like, oh, uh-oh. Lock up your moms. Yeah. I'm using Canva for a lot of things. Background removal is one of the nice ones, and also I don't even need to like remove. I used to have to make an image and then remove the background, but like let's say I want to, I don't know. Let's say I wanted to. Let's go here. So for example, like this was an image that we just made. If I press download, I'm gonna get this as a white background. Just as a straight download. No BG remove. So this is what it comes out free. Oh, wait, what? Weird. Hang on. That doesn't make sense. Oh, I must have clicked the background remove. One sec. Yeah, I had transparent background on. That's the premium that this is a huge reason why I pay for this one. Yes. So this is how it would show up if I downloaded it on a free Canva account. Even though I didn't make a background, like there's no layer. It's just always going to have a layer there's no way to make your background transparent that I'm aware of. They do that on purpose. There's no way to take that white background and make it transparent. So when you have Canva Pro, though, you can go to download and click transparent background, and anything you didn't add above the background layer, like this layer is not considered.
Adobe has a free tool for transparency creation too.
You click this, boom.
I think on like if you go to the Adobe website, I think that there's a free edit version that gives you a chance to make transparent backgrounds and edit sizes and shit like that. But it's finicky and it always brings you to the page afterwards to pay. And then you have to,
that's weird.
It's a pain in the ass. But
that's
anything
weird.
that's free is. So.
That's weird.
Can be very technical. All you guys learning med stuff, y'all on here learning graphics design and shit. Y'all are fucking crazy. I couldn't imagine studying medical and trying to learn graphics design and all the shit that we do here, Maddox. Could you imagine that?
What?
Trying to earn your medical degree while learning like graphics design and all the other crazy shit that they
forget
do?
about it. No, forget about it. I'm just gonna make pictures instead. I'm just gonna make a bunch of pictures.
Yeah,
it's more fun.
I just like making things look pretty.
Yeah, I just like making things look pretty.
They see crib. There you go. So graphics design and shit can work into that. Oh, yeah, tattooing their lungs. Could you imagine people starting to get stupid tattoos like that with like iron ink so that they can, when they take an X-ray, you can see? Oh, oh my God. That's crazy. All right. I think we're gonna do the drawing real quick. We've been here for an hour and a half.
At
I'm
least
sure you have other things to
I
do
gotta run.
soon as well.
Yes.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the drawing real quick. I gotta see how my bot works today. Hopefully the
Oh,
bot works out pretty well. Um, let me see here. Slash. Hold on. Where's the command? Slash stage export current. Slash stage export current. Channel name. CJF
thanks
stage.
everybody for showing
I
up.
changed it so that it can export while it's tracking. Ooh, voice stage log, voice stage events. Okay, let's see what the log looks like. Excel. This is just a log of all the joins. Okay. Don't need that. Where's the other one? Events. Let's see. Um, okay, this is a little weird compared to duration. Let's upload this to Drive real quick. Drive, new, file upload, voice stage events. Got it. Let's see. Sort. Nope. Fuck you. Sheets. Sorry, guys. Give me a second. Sheets, untitled spreadsheet. No, that's not it. File open. Recent uploads. Browse. Voice stage events. Did it not open? It didn't open. Upload. Browse. Voice stage events. Open. There we go. All right. Duration timestamp. I think it's got the timestamp and the duration mixed up. So that's a little funky. Sort Z to A. Okay, rapid action sequence. Here we go. Ha ha. Ha ha. Look at this, Maddox. You're gonna enjoy this one.
Can't
Let me
see it.
share this. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. All right. So it prints out two different ones, right? It
Mm-hmm.
shows the current session duration, currently present, how many people participated, right? And then it shows a log of all the events and like a log of everybody joining and leaving. And then it shows this, which shows all the duration of the time people have spent in the chat.
Huh.
Yep. I think it's not recording right. Because I think Karina was here for a while. I don't know if she's joined and left a
Interesting.
lot though. All right, so well, I think what I'm gonna have to do is I think I'm gonna have to just give everybody that's been here a chance to win because this didn't work out as good as I thought. Um, all right, that's already present. Join left, join left, join left. Okay. This didn't work out the way that I wanted it to because you see, it's got Oma multiple times here. So there were people that have been here for 30 minutes plus that aren't being shown with the full time that they have just because they've joined and left. So I'm gonna just run this through GPT real quick. Chat GPT. I need a list of names from this. Remove all duplicates. Remove Taurus. Maddox. Ezia. Graveyard. And Jake. If
Holy
they
moly,
are
stickers are
present.
expensive. I was just looking at like how we could actually like work on making sticker sheets.
So yeah, sticker sheets. They charge a lot of money for shit like that.
Yeah, bro. Like just a tiny sticker sheet getting 10, 33 bucks. $3 a sheet. Don't fade the sticker people you get free stickers from. Holy shit. Insane.
Stickers would be nice though. I want to do a sticker contest for the Discord, but the
Yeah.
last time we did the emojis or and the stickers, it didn't go very well. A couple of people that submitted emojis or stickers were kind of weird. Like the
These are some
stickers
of
were
my
really.
stickers.
You're not sharing anymore.
No, I'm
Oh,
put them in the chat.
yeah. No, you didn't join in on that one, Virion. We only had like 2 people or 3 people submit. So they won by default. I was actually kind of about that, but oh my god, yeah, it was months ago. That was one of the first things I did because I was trying to build up the stickers for the server
Mm-hmm.
and like nobody participated.
Oh.
Presenting the list. ChatGPT has been taking forever since this GPT-5 update. I don't know what's going on with it, but it's just running so slow. Thought for 1 minute 30 seconds. Printing all unique elements. Done. Is it done? Like where's the hold on. Damn it. New chat. Where's my list? You piece of
There's something called Sticker Giant. Sticker Giant has a pretty decent rate.
yeah. Oh, come on. Lately GBT's been rough, dude. I'm pretty sure you're in there, Ferocity. We will see. I will see once I get the list. Um, let's see. Copy, paste, Control C. Uh, we might be able to do duck race today. It depends on how many people we have. Names, edit list, Control F, Ferocity. Nope, you're not in there for some reason. Hold on. Because you're under D Mega Baby. Hold on. Really? Oh, we're also maxed out on the list, so that's probably another reason why. Wheel of Names. Back to the Wheel of Names. The handy dandy Wheel of Names. Okay, you're not on there for some reason.
Yeah, Sticker
Oh,
Giant's like half off. That's crazy.
I'm gonna
Sticker
add you. Don't
Mule's
worry.
Sticker Mule is like interesting. Sticker Mule is like
All
two
right,
dollars
I
and
added you, Ferocity. Let me see.
$2.38 a sheet.
Virion. Yep. Crib. Yep. Oma's in there. Let's see. I don't know. Yes, you're in there. D Legend.
Great.
Hold on.
I do like their production tips.
No, the legends, you're not in there. All right. So apparently, this thing didn't work as well as I wanted. I'll check for you, Tech Dan. Tech. Yep, you're in there. All right. I've got a. This is gonna be annoying. So, let's see. Helen. Helen Jessica isn't there. Okay. This is dumb. Squid's there. Faithful is there. Not new is there. North is there. Max is there. Barry. Frank. Charlemagne. Treasure. Him. I'm checking, guys. Max. Strange. Tiana. Tiana is not there. Alright. Garok is not there. Alright. Fucking A. I hit the wrong button. This is frustrating. Morning. Star is there. Bills is there. For some reason, certain people aren't being recorded and some are. And I don't know why. Liberty. Happy is there. Tech Dan is there. Sheila is there. Velocity is not there.
What the heck is going on? The tags are not working. Come on.
D Young.
Just go to his stream.
D Young is not there. D Young Prof. I don't know why D Young isn't there because you've been here the whole time. UA82.
Is Maddox there? Is Maddox there? Is Maddox there?
I already removed you.
Good. I'm gonna say.
UA82.
All right, guys, I'm going to stop my stream. Terrace is going to keep going. I'm just going to stop my stream here real quick, but thanks for tuning in. We'll have this recorded up for folks if they want to go through any of the steps again. But should be pretty simple. Keep your margins in mind while you're creating your thing. Otherwise, it's going to look like shit. Simple, short, sweet, and it'll look great. Promise. Let's see what you got. I want to see pretty YouTube banners. Images for this. All right. And I will check everybody against the template and I will show you what doesn't work and why. But don't leave my template on your final. That's another big tip. All right. Enjoy. We'll see the results later.
All right, dude.
And I think next Maddox Monday, we're going to do stickers or something. We'll figure it out.